What up guys, Hunter here, and welcome back to another real review. Today we are taking a look at the DC Multiverse Rookie Wave, Duke Thomas. And here he is in all his glory, looking pretty good. Let me show you guys the box real quick. This is the DC Multiverse. I already took him out of the box, but you guys can see it real quick here. If you guys want to read about Duke Thomas. He is part of the Rookie Wave, guys. And we're going to be taking a look at more figures from this wave, so make sure you are tuned to the channel. Make sure you are subscribed to get all the reviews on all the figures. Alright guys, and you know the story with this DC Multiverse, man. They just cannot get the articulation right. And that's one of the big negatives of this figure. Here is the articulation, man. It barely moves anything up, anything down. All you got is left to right. That's pretty much it. His arms do move out pretty well. Has a ball joint. He only has a single jointed elbow. That's as much as it goes. It's almost 90, not quite there yet. Best part about this figure is they actually gave him an ab crunch instead of a back crunch. He goes back nothing, but look at this ab. Finally, an ab crunch. Usually every time DC Multiverse does this, it only bends backwards. It doesn't bend forward, so at least that helps him when he wants to look down, but you see he can barely look up. So that's a bummer right there. But at least we got an ab crunch here on this guy. He does have a waist cut. His legs come up about 90. And he only has a single jointed, so be careful with this, guys. I hear a lot of people always break these joints, so be very careful with that. His shoes down here, they don't have no articulation at all. They don't move, no pivot, no up and down, nothing. That's a huge disappointment right there, guys. And quickly, I forgot to say that, like usual, they only move here. They don't hinge. So the articulation really ruins this figure for a few reasons. Because this guy is so cool and you can get him in decent poses, but if he had double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, maybe some articulation here in the shoe, some pivot, man, this thing could get in some crazy poses if you actually had it, man. I'll show you guys some poses at the end, but the articulation is literally the only huge complaint I have about this guy. Some other negatives real quick, guys, on my figure. You see this line right here? It's really uneven compared to this side. I don't know if they didn't put enough glue or if it's not like snapped in there right, but you know, I can't move it. It's just stuck like that. But it looks like it's about to like come off, but it's really not stuck on there. And you see the other side is a lot cleaner looking. So I really hate that mine looks like this right here, man. That bothers me a lot. It looks like it's about to rip off. So that's a pretty big disappointment right there. It makes it look pretty crappy right here. Now onto the positives. I mean, this thing looks great. Look at it. It has good detail in the armor. Has pockets here with the little buttons painted. The R is really clean for Robin. Look at the R's right here in the helmet. The only bad thing is mine's right here in the back got some like bad paint apps. You can see how sloppy it is. It's like yellow coming over on this side and it looks uneven. So that's a huge bummer because everything else is pretty clean. So this is the only part they messed up on. But I really like this face sculpt. He does have a little collar right here that's flexible, so you know when you move his head it's not gonna completely be hindered. This is pretty flexible. His belt is really nicely detailed. This is all, you can feel all this texture right here. These little pouches are really detailed and painted here. Goes all the way around with that detail. His pants have all the wrinkles. They even have sculpted knee pads on here, so that's really nice right there. I really dig that. You can see all the wrinkles right here on the bottom, even the sideline of his pants right here. Pretty clean, guys, if you ask me. And of course the feet, he looks really good, man. If only they added articulation to these Jordans, man, that would be sick. He does have some peg holes on the bottom there, but overall, guys, this guy looks great. He just lacks articulation big time. And he also comes with a few accessories, so let's take a look at those. All right, so just to show you guys, let me pop off this head. He does come with the unmasked head sculpt right here. You just pop it off and pop the new one in. And I gotta say, this head sculpt is really nice. I really like it. Not only does the face look pretty good and pretty accurate, look at the hairstyle, really dope. Each one of these lines is like individually painted and it's textured too, so you can actually feel this. So I'm really digging that haircut right there, man. Really like this head sculpt. Both head sculpts are really good in my opinion. He also comes with like one of the smallest accessories ever. I don't know if this is supposed to be like a spray can or like a little bomb or something. It just looks like a little peg with like a little lid on it. That's pretty much it. And you can actually put that in his hand pretty easily. Just stick it in there. Looks like a little bottle or something. And his cool weapon that he gets is a nunchuck. You can see the chain is sculpted pretty well. You can actually see it there. Maybe with some black wash it would look more realistic. And the two end parts, you know, they're just your basic little red. They can warp pretty easily, but not a huge deal. You can fix it however you want with a blow dryer. I also wish on the accessory that this was probably like more like of a real chain. It's just kind of soft. It doesn't really act like a chain. You know, it just stays straight. So I also wish this was a little longer so you can get in some even cooler poses. Like I said, since the articulation is lacking, if they would have made this a little longer, it would have helped a little bit. But overall, it's decent. And he holds that pretty well in his hand, guys. So if only this guy had better articulation, you can get him in some Bruce Lee nunchuck action poses, man. He would look awesome. But I got some photos for you guys at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned for those. Here we got him in a quick size comparison with the Atom from the same wave. And you can see Duke Thomas is kind of like a teenager, so he is a little shorter than the Atom, but not by much. And I'd say they scale really well together if you ask me. That gives you a better idea of how taller the Atom is. Not by much, but like I said, they look really good in scale together. And just for size comparison, I brought the Spider-Man so you guys can see these guys are both teenagers, and Duke is a little bit taller than Spidey. But, you know, they're both teenage scale, so they look really good together. So you guys can see there, Spidey's a little shorter than him. But yeah, really good scale, guys. There you guys have it. Another real review on the DC Multiverse Duke Thomas figure. And I gotta say, man, the final verdict for this dude is gonna be I get it on sale, man. This figure is really nice. Just needs more articulation, man, but I'm telling you guys, you do not want to sleep on this Duke Thomas. He is really cool. Comes with 2 head sculpts, 2 weapons, and look at that feet heat, man. Look at that feet heat. You guys will not be disappointed in this Duke Thomas, especially if you're fans of the comic book. He's a really cool character. I really enjoy this figure, and I really like his nunchucks. I found this guy at a Walmart, and just to help you guys out, here is the barcode, just in case you guys want to look it up for yourself on brickseek.com. I'm telling you, you guys do not want to sleep on this guy. He is really nice. I would have gave him the must cop, but that error right there on the back bothered me a lot. He has no articulation in the feet, no double hinges. It really bothers me, man, but like I said, this figure looks so good. You have to get it on sale. Make sure you guys stay tuned for my new reviews, and make sure you subscribe because we're getting closer and closer to getting to the rookie Build-A-Figure review. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to say no to street dates.